All right, now that you know a little bit about who I am, let's go ahead and look at the specifics of this course. This graduate seminar is set up as an independent study approach. Because it's your culminating master's, you all will be working on different projects based on your own interests. Therefore, it doesn't make sense to have a whole bunch of whole group meetings because you're going to have specific individual questions. That's why I'll be meeting with you one on one via WebEx to do check ins as we go along. And the only time that we're going to meet all together will be for your presentations. So, on the first page here, and what I want you to do is you can put this on pause in just a minute and download the syllabus so that you can take notes on it or at least have it open on your desktop and then write down some of the key things. Here you have all of my contact information. Email is really the best way to get a hold of me. I try to respond as quickly as I can. You do see my policy there. I am going to be gone out of the country 1 week in January where I'm not sure how much email access I'm going to have. So during that time, it might be a little bit longer depending on when I can get someplace with Wi-Fi. So when you look at the course description here, you can see, as I already mentioned, this is a project based and this is a master's class. So you're going to be creating a heavy duty project. You have different types of options, but through that project, if you look at those objectives, we're looking for those abilities that you can problem solve and synthesize and create your own research or analyze research, that you can present effectively orally and in writing, that you have critical analysis skills, and that you're open to continuing to strengthen your own knowledge and to learn from others, which is why we do the presentations at the end. Here's the best news. There's only one required text, and you should already have it, and that's the APA manual. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Sometimes students say, oh, I just go online to look for things, but a lot of the things online are not accurate. So if you're doing that, you're not getting usually the accurate format for APA. So this class is an independent study approach. You are going to send me a proposal of what kind of project you want to do after we go through this. I will approve it, and then you are going to start working on it. So you really need to set up some time for yourself, put yourself on a schedule. Like, okay, Mondays and Saturdays are, I'm going to take 3 hour block to work on this. And then we will be doing 3 WebEx meetings. I'll be sending you the link. All you have to do is log on. So you need to be in a quiet space where you have access to a webcam and a microphone. You will sign up for the times for these 3 days that are listed there. We'll keep it at the same time. So if you sign up for 4 o'clock, you'll be at the same time. And then at least 3 days prior to each meeting, you're going to send me your updated work. So since we're meeting on Tuesdays, basically that means by Friday, I need you to have sent me your work so that I have the weekend where I can go through and edit and leave comments, and then I'll scan it back to you. When you send me your work, please submit it to me as a Word document. If you're working on it as a Google Doc, that's fine, but please convert it to a Word doc. It just makes it much easier for me than having to go in and get people's work from different sources. And then when we meet, and it's only a 20-minute meeting, which is plenty of time, I really let you be the driver in terms of what questions do you have. I will have scanned you back your work up to that point with my feedback so you can ask me questions about that. And of course, you can email me, contact me at any other time with any questions. At the end of the term, We will have our presentation night. We'll use WebEx, so the same tool that we'll use for our one-on-one appointments, on Thursday, March 14th. So make sure you get that on your calendar as well. You each will do a short, no more than 5-minute presentation about your project. You need to have some kind of visual, a PowerPoint. If you've done a website, you can have that, but just so it's not just a talking head. And everybody needs to attend and stay for the whole presentation night. One of the different things about this course is that because it's project-based, you don't get a letter grade. It's a credit, no credit course. So for you to get that credit grade, you have to attend all 3 of our one-on-one meetings. You need to submit your project and have it be a successful project by midnight on our presentation night. I give you guys those extra hours because sometimes after presentations, people want to go through and read it one more time. Now, because it's a project-based course, if you cannot finish it within the term, you can be eligible for an in-progress grade. So it shows up as an IP. According to the university policy, an in-progress grade gives you a year from the end of the semester or term to complete your project. So that will basically give you through mid-March of 2020 to finish. But in order to be eligible for that grade, you have to have at least 60% of your project completed. You must attend all 3 of the one-on-one meetings, do the APA activities, which we'll talk about, and still present on the night of class presentations. Now, here's what happens. I'm going to really push you to finish within the term. Tons of your former colleagues have done that and been very successful. Because here's what happens. People think, oh, I have a whole nother year. And they walk across the stage, because even if you take an in progress, you're still eligible to walk. Now, you won't get your diploma, but people think, oh, I'm done. And they get going with life and job and bambinos, and before you know it, that year is up. If you go past that year, you have to start paying what's called continuous enrollment. And basically, you're paying the university to give you additional time. That's expensive. And really, it's unnecessary. You can get this done if you have a focus and if you have a plan. And also what happens, it just happened this past December, somebody turned in their project on the last day, according to their in progress, and it needed to be revised still. It needed editing. So now that student has to go back and pay for 1 unit, whatever the going rate is, to get an additional 6 months. Also, I will communicate with you via Blackboard, so please be checking your university email. If you don't check that often, link your university email to your personal email so that you can see anything, any updates. In your final presentation, I'll talk to you more about this at the end of the term, but you're going to just introduce yourself because we're scattered around, right, the state. We probably don't all know each other. What kind of project did you do and why? And then you're going to just pick key learnings or key things that you've created. You can't go through your entire project. The idea of this is think movie trailer, to give people some insight into what you've done and get them wanting to know more. And then we'll take questions from the audience and we'll move on to the next person. So here are the dates that you need to get down. Your proposal for which project you want to do, and I'll be showing you an example, is due by Wednesday, January 9th. Then you have the January 29th, February 19th, March 5th are our one-on-one appointments. March 14th is our presentation night and when projects are due. And then I also have some APA review activities in our Blackboard site that I want you to do, if you can have those done by February 15th. And you can always go back and watch those as many times as you want. Here's a website with resources to assist you so that you can go and see some sample projects from people who have come before you. Also, as I said, there are a couple of APA presentations just to review your understanding. And when you produce things for this class, remember, grammar has to be on point, spelling, APA, all of those things, because you are producing a project that we hope that you will share with others, and we want it to be sparkling clean. All right, in our next video, we'll start talking about the specific project choices.